Hi, my name is Mary Amesbury, and I'm a Christian who lives out my faith with an ADHD brain. Sometimes the challenges that come with a neurodivergent brain make spiritual disciplines difficult. We crave dopamine. Therefore, we're going to have a hard time focusing on Bible reading or prayer or sitting quietly in church. But because God knows all things, He knows all about you and me. He's not frustrated or disappointed with our ADHD brain. For God's work to get done in this world, He needs people with brains like ours. The early disciples were said to have turned the world upside down. Jesus still needs radicals who reach into hard places and impact hurting people. Being a follower of Jesus can be a great adventure if we'll lean into our relationship with Jesus through the Holy Spirit. But how can we do epic things for God when we're so disorganized that we can't even find our cell phone or our checklist of the stuff that we need to get done? Jesus said, "And I will pray the Father, and He will give you another helper, that He may abide with you forever, the Spirit of truth, whom the world cannot receive, because it neither sees Him nor knows Him. But you know Him, for He dwells with you, and He will be in you." John 14:16-17. The Helper, the Holy Spirit, is promised to every believer from the moment of conversion. Don't fly by that thought. God, the Creator, the ultimate power that runs the universe, has chosen to live within the likes of you and me. Listen to this verse. "Or do you not know that your body is the temple of the Holy Spirit, who is in you, whom you have from God, and you are not your own? You were bought at a price. Therefore, glorify God in your body and in your spirit, which are God's." 1 Corinthians 6:19-20. The Holy Spirit's job is to dwell in followers of Jesus and to sanctify them. That is, to remove that which is unbecoming a Christian and put in them the character of Jesus. The end goal of the Spirit is to make humans more like Jesus. If our ADHD challenges push us to be more dependent on the Spirit of God, then that's a big win for our spiritual journey. For example, there's nothing that God doesn't know, and He offers to share that wisdom. James writes, "If any of you lacks wisdom, let him ask of God, who gives to all liberally and without reproach, and it will be given to him. But let him ask in faith, with no doubting. For he who doubts is like the wave of the sea, driven and tossed by the wind. For let not that man suppose that he will receive anything from the Lord. He's a double-minded man, unstable in all his ways." So ADHDers, we lose stuff all the time. But we can ask the Helper, the Holy Spirit, where our stuff is. And as long as we don't doubt that God will answer, He will. My workspace is not tidy. It's not a priority for me. So multiple times during the day, I can't find something. But rather than get frustrated, I just ask God to help me to find it. And 99.9% of the time, within a minute or two, I have found that piece of paper or that item that I can't find. And that builds my faith as well as just gives me a little spiritual dopamine hit. When I have decisions to make, I can really overthink. So I ask God for wisdom even on minor decisions. I want my life to be so dependent on God, even the small stuff. Doing so keeps my faith fresh and keeps my anxiety from getting out of hand. I ask God routinely to help me to remember stuff. His memory is perfect. even though mine can let me down. In all of these ways, I'm putting God in the center of my life. My ADHD draws me closer to God and shows me His power. That, my friend, is maximum grace for ADHD.